views of Labour leaders, and most importantly, your views. Views of the common Nigerian. Tune in to Ebonare 103.5 FM or you join online via mixlr.com/GistFM every Monday and Saturday. What are your political views? Keep a date.
Nafana nawa namonso angels
Mama Kosebru Agbakoba Maria.
Owetri meseni kenke monso.
Ekene Maria Jutel na Grace Osebru Anonyeli. Eden God's next tiboro nine. Others in God's more forgive Jesu.
Maria Jason nenke chubu. Rebara ninja yo. Kita na manowa amen.
Nedu Odibo wani Kosebru wa.
Kore mkisiku.
Ekene Maria Jutel na Grace Osebru Anonyeli, Eden God's next tiboro nine, others in God's more forgive Jesu.
Maria Jason nenke chubu. Rebara ninja yo. Kita na manowa amen.
Okwe Melaro.
Owebielani.
Ekene Maria Egyptian na Gracia, Osebru Anonyeli, Eden God's next tiboro nine, others in God's more forgive Jesu.
Maria Jason nenke chubu. Rebara ninja yo. Kita na manowa amen.
Dabalanya yo onne nke Chukwu dị asọ.
Owemetụ nata nkwa nke Kristi.
Ayiyo, anyị na-arịọ gị o Chukwu, kerenye Gracia n'ime obi anyị, ka anyị bụ ndị njọ butere ozi ọma, wee mara iwere arụ Kristi nwanyị, site n'afọ ya na obi ya, wee bata n'otito na mbilite n'ọnwụ ya, site na Kristi dị mere anyị. Amen. Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Etu ọ dị n'izu na nkịta na ebo niile n'ụwa ebe ebe. Amen.
Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Etu ọ dị n'izu na nkịta na ebo niile n'ụwa ebe ebe. Amen.
Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Etu ọ dị n'izu na nkịta na ebo niile n'ụwa ebe ebe. Amen.
Ka mkpụrụ obi ndị niile kwerenụ gara aga.
Site n'ebere nke Chukwu ka ha zuru ike na ndokwa.
Ka mkpụrụ obi fa zuru ike na ndokwa.
Amen.
onye nwe anyị nọnyere ụnụ
Nọnyekwara mmụọ gị.
ka Chineke ji ike niile gọzie ụnụ Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Amen.
Ekpere a bịara gị site na nkwado ndị Love Bite Foods and Beverages Limited Nnobi. Ndị na-alụpụta Love Bite Bread nọ na nọmba 1 Nwosu Mmaduka Close, Umuru Nnobi, 081-4982-8254. Ebonadi FM, 24 hours of informative, educative, entertainment programs. Can't stop, won't stop. On Ebonadi 103.5 FM. Listen to news updates on F6 o'clock AM and 6 o'clock PM weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebonadi FM breaks the news with actuality. Ebonadi FM 103.5 Ogidi. Igwe na-ekwu okwu na-agbasa ụzọ gabaga anya. Enye anyị ihe anyị na-achọ ka anyị nụma na ntị anyị maka na gị na-agị ntị gbogbo. Ị na-eme mmadụ obi ụtọ. Nke oyibo na-akpọ entertainment. Omenala ka ị na-akpali elu. Nke oyibo na-akpọ culture. Ihe eji eme ọfụma. Omenala n'ime obi ụtọ dị eji mara gị. Ebonadi FM 103.5 Ogidi. Asị m na ọ dịrọ ịkwa. Ajọ na-azụ n'onwe onye. Redio eji mmanụ. Itu na redio kegide 103.5 Ogidi. Ebonadi FM ka inume ị chọrọ. Obodo ga-adịkwa oyi na ikegide anyị pawa.
Ebonadi FM 103.5. We are on 24/7, 24/7, around the clock. Ebonadi FM 103.5. Whole day, all night. Non-stop delightful radio broadcast. Join us. Culture and entertainment at their best.
Listen to news updates on Ebonadi 103.5 FM immediately after Angelus 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebonadi FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that if we are hoping for a new Nigeria,
You can as well listen online via mixlr.com/gistfm.
Good evening and welcome to Ebonadi 103.5 FM News Update today, Monday, the 9th day of October 2023, and the time is 8 minutes past the hour of 6. Martin Efan Shukwekeze is my name. The headlines. Amidst free and compulsory education in Anambra, a clergyman tax Soludo on implementation. NSE to partner Ebonyi on project supervision, monitoring. We will support arts to stimulate local economy. Enugu Tourism Board. U.S. Navy dispatches carrier strike group to region as fighting in Israel continues into second day. Now, details. Amidst free and compulsory education in Anambra, a clergyman taxed Soludo on implementation. The governor of Anambra State, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, ignited the hope of the average Anambra person with the free and compulsory education initiative that is supposed to accommodate nursery to JSS 3 students and pupils across the state. The state governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, has also allocated the sum of 1.524 billion naira to the missionary schools in the state as part of his administration's efforts to sustain the quality of education in the state. Details of the allocation showed that 459 Catholic schools received 918 million naira, 275 Anglican schools got 550 million naira, 20 schools initially owned by Anambra Pentecostal churches received a total sum of 40 million naira, while 8 schools returned to Salvation Army schools received a total sum of 16 million naira. Venerable Chris Ogbodo, vicar of Emmanuel Anglican Church Enugu Archdeaconry, who expressed concern over implementation, also lauded Governor Soludo on his policies on education so far. Here is a report.
As the government of Anambra State embarks on the free and compulsory education initiative, leadership of the church continues to act on proper implementation as well as supervision to see that quality education is given to the poor. The role of the church cannot be ignored, as the vicar of Emmanuel Anglican Church Enugu Archdeaconry explains the role of the church and government as he lauds the initiative.
It's a very, very welcome development, because originally now it was and there some basic things government was email and one of it about education. At least at that point, no one like one says for it. Education is becoming costly every day. In as much as na private sectors in Yaka. And then I'm going to put on money and only for we decided the quality of the so now a very, very good development. I will not sustain here. no choir, really just paperwork and the reality. So it's going to be a long way. Because when they have people marking a bag and a fire for chicken and half where even though I am up on email, there are still people gas again a Hemeron can, a Bama Patam uniform. But at least with this development now, all near people take advantage in one way or the other.
Venerable Chris Obodo explains the structure of education in Anambra State and the role of the church.
Yeah, even now there's a divide just to government public mission. Yeah. In here was a government public. Okay. And in town when you have some schools mission before government takes over education. Then Halesiania then we decide here. Hanya to back the church that school under partnership. Government will be paying the salaries, and then the church can supervise what happens there. Now, in order not to government actually see okay, because that the church knows the full ground, you know when I got around the church is Mara spots all the areas and with infrastructure. Okay. And that's the essence of the have that money. And over the years, right from no baby to it has been happening. And the half of the church is in number for the government or one classroom. We can up to 3 classrooms out of the same thing. So if that Nahana Pataranya to make sure they manage what the government gives them. That was why government is doing it. At the end, they quality supervision. Okay. Because now it was in a time where people now and move for even a class, not for her. So the role of the church is to make sure na mark the proper thing, and the teachers also the committed to even work with remain. When we can quality education.
He also explains the impact moral instructions must have on students and pupils, even in the private sector.
Yeah, even at them, they were program even about moral instructions. Yes. That moral instruction, where the church fully comes in. Okay. Once every week, as time permits. Okay. The church goes there, one person or who. Mayor generally in a general assembly, or both for the classrooms, and already bring out the religious aspects. Because in go to university, graduate, we find this person worthy of character and learning. Character is supposed to precede the learning. In a if we name with this looseness, if we say a lot of people learn and the character was 0. And that was one of the areas too. The government is in China. The church discipline and also instruction on moral aspect of education in the life of the children, which in most cases the church is doing that properly. Where most of those schools are handled, moral instruction there. Even the one government school, government. The that day because already not in a curriculum, government work. So now from time to time, Hana Kapadi at least once every week for that general one.
From Emmanuel Anglican Church, Tinubu, Martin, reporting.
In other news, NSE to partner Ebonyi on projects supervision monitoring. Members of the Nigerian Society of Engineers NSE Ebonyi State branch have offered to partner with state government on its ongoing urban infrastructural renewal projects, especially to adequately monitor and supervise for quality service delivery. This came as the state government stressed the need for professional bodies, corporate organizations, groups, and individuals to support its efforts in the ongoing urban and rural infrastructural renewal projects. The state chairman of NSE, Engineer Enyinia Eni, who spoke yesterday when he led a delegation of the members on a courtesy visit to the State Commissioner for Works and Transport, noted the organization's willingness to partner with the state government and deploy professionalism. We will support arts to stimulate local economy. Enugu Tourism Board. The chairman of the Enugu State Tourism Board, Dem Rita, Mba says the government will give full support to art curators and gallerists to stimulate the local economy. Then Mba gave the assurances at the opening of an arts gallery, Kashi James Gallery in Enugu at the weekend. Art galleries are always a welcome idea because they not only boost tourism, but by attracting a lot of visitors, they also generate jobs and stimulate our local economy through patronage of artworks. This is why the Enugu State Tourism Board strongly supports this great effort by Kashi James Gallery. She said she was intent on giving opportunities to upcoming artists who did not have the big names to fit into the existing ones. We want to give emerging artists an opportunity to be seen, heard, and discovered, she stressed. Now we move over to the foreign scene. U.S. Navy dispatches carrier strike group to region as fighting in Israel continues into second day. The U.S. Navy is sending the USS Gerald R. Ford aircraft carrier strike group to Eastern Mediterranean in response to the growing clash between Israel and Palestinian Hamas militants, whose surprise attack Saturday from the Gaza enclave has resulted in the death or capture of hundreds of civilians. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin said sending the Ford carrier strike group, which also includes the USS Normandy guided missile cruiser and 4 destroyers, is one of the several steps being undertaken to strengthen U.S. military assets in the region, as President Biden has vowed to strongly support Israeli forces battling the Iran-backed Hamas fighters. The United States government will rapidly provide the Israel Defense Forces with additional equipment and resources, including munitions, Mr. Austin said. The first security assistance will begin moving today and arriving in the coming days, he stated. This is where we draw the curtain on news updates on Ebon at the 103.5 FM. But before we leave, a quick look at the headlines. Amidst free and compulsory education in Anambra, a clergyman tasked Soludo on implementation. NSE to partner Ebonyi on project supervision, monitoring. We will support us to stimulate local economy. Enugu Tourism Board. U.S. Navy dispatches carrier strike group to region as fighting in Israel continues into second day. Here is a public service announcement about a missing item. A yellow bag that contains loaded bales of okrika bag and clothes, which fell off from a public bus that took off from Oyago heading to Onitsha. Anyone that finds this bag, which is missing, should contact Ebon at the 103.5 FM or you call 091 26840933. Thank you so much. You just listened to news updates on Ebona at the 103.5 FM. News produced and read by Martin Ifeanyi Ekeze. Thank you for listening. Good evening.
Listen to news updates on Ebona, the 103.5 FM immediately after Angelus 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebona FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that if we are hoping for a new Nigeria,
you can as well listen online via mixlr.com/GistFM. How best can we talk about the challenges we are having on our streets, our community, our society in general? Street reports. If we do not address these challenges on Ebona FM, who will? As the happenings around us get as complicated as they can be.
Hello, government.
Whatever. Street report is here to make sense of it all. Sport is causing social change across your streets. In your community. Street report is here with hardcore journalism to get to the roots of our problem. Why don't you join me, Martin Ifeanyi CSU number the force every Friday, 4:30 p.m. on Ebona 103.5 FM as Street Reports on Foods
In your face.
on Emas and Ebona the corner
24/7, 24/7. Ladies and gentlemen,
Tighten your seatbelt as we take you on this smooth ride.
let's go! It's the morning drive on 103.5 Ebona DFM, keeping your morning engaging as we take you through the smoothest ride on radio.
From 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
Getting your morning inspired, be informed. Let's interact only on the morning drive.
Make it a date with Martin Efanshuku, aka Meta,
And Christy, aka Emenari, aka Classy.
from Monday to Friday from 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
On the morning drive.
103.5 Ebona DFM. Your word.
So guys, like, subscribe, and share, right?
Let's get this.
Let's get this money, man.
Let me tear the bomb.
Kenda Tokyo. Papa Nobola pensiono. Kenda front bricks. Igusi kobo pasachi mwende yiti anya makina bokoye jabode ikano ya kwa toli so. Get last time when you're my time boy so. Makamta kono we live in a mona chimu so people like this so jobota was so that you know you put the power when you see the leg you put na no to you put na kana wa mayo na say na just sala to sex no paper later. If I tell you mama later why you want it out that to go panic and I was sick of panic because we don't really see Jimmy Picanica. Everything you know the ball. Let's get it. Every logo, every day. One the pack keep it. Now every logo, every day. So thank you guys, like, subscribe, and share, right? Thank you. Let me tear the bomb.